Hi everyone, Evil Graham 93 here, got another update for you. It's going to be the last update before Christmas, so yeah, so the next update will be all the stuff I've got from Christmas, possibly like Boxing Day and the January sales really, so right, I'll start off with the one game that I got, and it is Alien Isolation. I wanted to play it for a while, but I've not actually had a chance to play it properly yet. I've probably done about 5 minutes of it. I've not even seen an alien. I'm not that far into it at all. So yeah, I'll be looking forward to getting time to play that. Right, the books. The first one is one that I told you I was going to be getting last update, and it was the Aliens Omnibus Volume 2. And the reason why I wanted this is for the I can't remember the name of the story now. Genocide. Aliens Genocide, and if I find a picture for you, I'll tell you why I wanted to read it, because it just looked interesting to me. I think people are going to notice anyway, because it's a pretty popular alien story. You got red aliens in it, red aliens fighting the normal black aliens, a bit like ants, so yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting that they've made red aliens. So yeah, again, I've not had a chance to read it yet. I've read about a couple of pages into it, so I finally finished the Predator Volume 2, but that was really slow, so I'm finally glad I got round to start reading that. Next is Harley Quinn. It's pretty much like a collection of short stories involving Harley Quinn. For example, you see her origins and what have you, how she meets the Joker, and there's something else to do with the Riddler in this. Again, I've not read it fully. I've read about half of it, so it was just I just saw it there and I thought I'll give it a read. So as you can see, I'm sporting the Harley Quinn T-shirt. I'm a fan of Joker and Harley Quinn. Next is one that I have read fully, and it is Suicide Squad Volume 1. Kicked in the teeth. This is from the new 52s wave that they're doing. So yeah, I loved reading this. It was pretty good. I mean, you got classic characters in there. You got Harley Quinn, Deadshot, King Shark, Black Spider. So it's pretty cool. Like that one. And finally, for the books, we have Suicide Squad Volume 2, Basilisk Rising. I've just started to read it. I've not got that far into it, so I'll be looking forward to finishing that and collecting more of the Suicide Squad comics. So yeah, I wasn't really a massive fan of the Suicide Squad to begin with, but it's starting to grow on me a bit because I like some of the characters in it. Harley Quinn being the favourite, and others like Deadshot and King Shark. So right, next I'll do the music. Starting with non-metal first, and the first one I got to show you is the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack, the Awesome Mix Volume 1. So yeah, finally got round to getting this. Really, I got it for the first track, because I absolutely love the first track on this. Hooked on the Feeling by Blue Suede. So yeah, really like it. And track number 3 as well. It was my granddad's all-time favourite song, Spirit in the Sky, by Norman Greenbaum. So yeah, I quite like this. I wasn't sure if I was going to like all the songs in that, but some of them are pretty good. So yeah, I got it. It looked pretty good anyway with the cover. So next is ZZ Top Eliminator. I've been really getting into ZZ Top lately. I mean, this has got all my favourite songs on it. So yeah, it was a no-brainer to get this. You got songs like "Give Me All Your Lovin'," "Sharp Dressed Man," "Legs." You know, really, really great album. This is the special edition as well, so awesome stuff. Next, I don't really know how to class these guys. You could say that they're rock. Some say that they're punk. Some others say metal, pop, whatever. I'd say they're more rock, but it's Nirvana. Nevermind. It's a pretty good album. Again, I got it because I like Smells Like Teen Spirit. It's pretty good, and Something's in the Way. Two pretty good songs, but don't really need to talk a lot about that because quite a lot of people like that album from Nirvana. It's probably their most popular one. Right, on with the metal albums. First one is Amon Amarth, Serta Rising. Excellent album. Can't believe I haven't got it sooner. Yeah, really like it. I'm really getting into Amon Amarth lately, so I'll definitely be getting more of their stuff. So, it's a pretty cool album. Next is Butcher Babies, Take It Like a Man. Again, another great album. I think this is their newest one. They've only done 2 albums so far, but hopefully they do a lot more because I'm really getting into the Butcher Babies. Really great stuff. It kind of reminds me a bit like Slipknot or something like that. So if you're fans of Slipknot, you're definitely going to like the Butcher Babies. Next is Bullet for My Valentine, The Poison. Quite a lot of my friends like Bullet for My Valentine. I've never really got around to listening to like a full album. There's always been 2 songs from Bullet that I really like, and both of them are on here. So obviously the first one's Tears Don't Fall, and the other one is All These Things I Hate. So yeah, I really like that, and this is quite a good album. So I might get more of their stuff, but I don't know if I'm fully into them. Next is Korn, Untouchables. This is a pretty cool album. I've almost listened to the whole thing. I've got about 2 or 3 songs left to listen to on this album, but it's got one of my all-time favourite Korn songs on there. It's Thoughtless, and I've always liked that song and liked the video to it. I mean, it's pretty well thought up, I think. Pretty cool album. From what I've listened to so far, anyway. Lastly, for the music, we have Korn, Take a Look Inside the Mirror. Take a Look in the Mirror, sorry. Now, I've not listened to this at all. I mean, I've heard songs on it, such as Right Now, Did My Time, and Yeah, I Want a Single, but I've not heard any of the others, so I'll be looking forward to listening to that. Alright, on with the films. And I'm going to start with the horrors first, because I've got more non-horrors this time. Again, I'll start with the Blu-rays like I normally do. The first one is the Arrow Blu-ray and DVD release of Contamination. Sorry about the glare on that. It's a cool slipcase, but the glare's not doing much good for this video. I've got to have my light on because it's really dark outside. So yeah, this one was okay. It was not really what I was thought. I knew what it was going to be because I've heard a lot of people talking about it, but I didn't know what to make of it, to be honest. I thought it was pretty cool, but at the same time really lame. So hold on, let me just take the slipcase off so you can see what it looks like properly without the glare. Oh, there's still a bit of glare on there, but there we go. But pretty cool artwork, I'd say. Love the slipcase. Again, with all the Arrow releases, you get a ton of goodies on the back, like all those special features. So yeah, pretty cool. Next is one I've been waiting absolutely ages, and it's been the same story with this one. Like when I got Eaten Alive and Madman, I pre-ordered this and they just kept putting the release back for ages. So finally glad I got it now, and it's one that I've never seen before. Another 80s slasher, and it's Blood Rage. It goes by another name. I'm just trying to think of what other name it goes by. Nightmare at Shadow Woods. I think that's an alternate title for it, because you get 3 versions of the film with this. You get the Blu-ray of Blood Rage, and then two Blu-rays. You get Blood Rage, Nightmare at Shadow Woods, and a DVD of Blood Rage. So I've only watched the Blood Rage. I don't quite know what the difference is between Blood Rage and Nightmare at Shadow Woods, but yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. I mean, I love this slipcase. Hopefully Arrow are bringing back the slipcases, because I always used to love it. But just to show how different it is, that's the cover on the slipcase, and that's the cover on the actual Blu-ray. I mean, this is the alternate cover because I liked this one a lot more than the other one. I suppose I could show you the other one quickly. I mean, the other one's not bad, but when I pre-ordered it, that's the artwork that they had released on Amazon, and then this is the artwork that they changed it to, the official artwork. So I like that one a little bit more than that one. I mean, that one's okay, don't get me wrong, but I'd say that one's slightly better. It's got more of an 80s vibe like that, I think. More of the 80s slasher film vibe. But yeah, it was an okay movie. It wasn't the best, but it was crazy. Typical 80s slasher stuff. Great gore effects in it. Well, cheesy gore effects, but I thought they were pretty good. And I'm having trouble putting a slipcase on. There we go. Level 1 slipcase skills. Next is The Woman in Black 2, Angel of Death. I went to cinemas to see this, and I thought it was... I don't know what I thought, really. It's been ages since I've seen the first Woman in Black, so I'm not really a massive fan of these new ghost movies, but I think that I liked this one a little bit more than the first one. I mean, there's a pretty big time gap between the two, and that's the one thing I didn't like. But I suppose it was a lot scarier than the first movie. I think that's what I'm thinking, but pound to a penny, we're going to get another one, so it's going to be another Insidious, really, isn't it? Next is another ghost one, and it's Poltergeist remake. For a remake, this was really shocking. It's true what they say in Scream 4, don't fuck with the original. And yeah, they're right with this one. I didn't really like this movie at all. The original is far superior. Right, on with the non-horrors. First is one I've been looking forward to for ages, and I didn't go to the cinema to see this, and I wish I had, and it's Terminator Genisys. Now, this has had a lot of mixed reviews from people, mostly negative, but I actually really enjoyed this. I thought it was really quite good, and quite clever how they've done the story as well, and I think that's the reason why a lot of people don't like it, because of the story. Yeah, but I thought it was pretty cool. Another new Terminator model in it. It's brilliant. But saying that, I am a fan of Terminator films anyway, so films, comics, games, whatever, I love the Terminator. Next is one that has been a long time getting for me, and I don't know why I left it this long, really, and it's The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. I went to cinema to see this, and I thought it was really slow, but normally with these last parts of the story, like they did with Harry Potter and whatever, the part 1 is always the build-up, so it is always going to be slow. And I have just recently seen Mockingjay Part 2, and I have to admit, I did like Part 2. There's quite a lot of action in it, so yeah, I'm a fan of the Hunger Games. I still haven't read the books yet, so yeah, I need to get the books, but yeah, I like the films. Plus, I have a soft spot for Jennifer Lawrence anyway, so of course I'm going to like the films. Next is Insurgent. Again, this is another book series that I haven't read, and I'm just going by the films. I quite liked Divergent, so I thought I'd try Insurgent. I have to say, it was okay, but I don't think it was as good as Divergent, I think. I don't know why, but I just liked Divergent more than this one. Next is one that's been on my wish list for a while, and I've just kept putting it back and back. And I'm so glad I got it now, because I forgot how much of a good film it is, and it's One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest with Jack Nicholson. Absolutely fantastic movie. It's one of my all-time favourite movies, I have to say. I'm a massive fan of Jack Nicholson movies. I don't think I've seen a bad one with him in. So, yeah, it's just absolutely fantastic film. I highly recommend it. I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but absolutely great stuff. Jack Nicholson at his best. Next is one that I haven't seen, but I'm actually going to watch it after making this video, and it's a concert DVD of Dio, Evil or Divine, so I look forward to watching that Massive fan of Dio. Next, I've got some comedies for you. The first one is one that a lot of people have been. Well, this one I'm about to show you, and the next one, a bunch of films that people have told me to watch for ages, and I just never got around to watching it. And it's Monty Python's The Meaning of Life. Yeah, I've never really seen any Monty Python movies at all. I mean, I've seen bits of them, but not the full thing. So I started off with The Meaning of Life. It's just really crazy stuff. I don't really know what to make of it, to be honest. It's really mad, and things kicking off everywhere with these movies. But I did have a couple of chuckles at it. So especially the fat man, was it Mr. Creosote or something like that? His name is. So next is a double feature of Monty Python, Laugh O'Brien, and Holy Grail. So yeah, they're pretty funny. I think I preferred. Well, I don't know actually. I thought both of these were pretty funny. I really liked the Holy Grail, but I did have a couple of chuckles at the Laugh O'Brien. So I don't know which one I found better, to be honest. Yeah, it's funny stuff. It's been a long time coming, but I needed to get into Monty Python, really. A lot of people have been telling me to get into Monty Python. And lastly, for the update, we have Peter Kay's Car Share. This, for people that don't know, this was a small series that came out earlier in the year on BBC in England, that Peter Kay made, all about the two characters on the front, John and Kaylee, that have to car share to work, and like, they just make friends and what have you. And the whole episode is them sat in Peter Kay's car, just driving from home to work and then work to home, and stuff that they get up to on the way. It's just really funny. Hopefully they make a second series, because it was absolutely brilliant. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subbing if you have. Feel free to leave any messages or whatever. And I know I've promised that I'm going to get into reviewing, but it's just trying to find the time to do it recently. So I've got a couple of reviews lined up, so that I want to get done. So have a look out for them, and I'll see you all later at Christmas. Bye.